Hey guys, it's Cobra, and it's Thursday again, which means I'm gonna have another episode of Sega versus Nintendo. And this week we're gonna take a look at a highly controversial series, one of the most controversial series ever created. Um, it's highly regarded for its violence, blood, and its controversy and everything like that. So um, today we're not looking at the original, but we're gonna take a look at Mortal Kombat 3. Um, Normally when I do these, I'll take a look at the packages, their boxing. But unfortunately for the Super Nintendo, I just have a loose cartridge, and the um, the front covers are basically the same. This one is a little loose on top, but that's not the game's fault. It's just been beat up. So Mortal Kombat 3 is of course the third in the series. The first one and the second one are also on these consoles. The first one for Sega was really sort of a really good game for them because the Nintendo version censored the blood, and the Sega version kept it. So the Sega version did much better than the Nintendo version, and people really liked it because it was not a pure arcade port, but it was way closer than the Nintendo one. I believe in Mortal Kombat 2, don't quote me on this, but I believe in Mortal Kombat 2, Nintendo restored, if not all blood, they at least put in partial blood. Um, and then finally, with the release of Mortal Kombat 3, you get full-on blood. It's full-on in here. There's also another Mortal Kombat released on these, and that's Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. It sort of took the Street Fighter route and pretty much released the same game with new characters. And actually, if I had Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, I'd be doing that game because it is slightly better. It does have Ermac. I'm not really sure how you say Ermac. He's like the red ninja. Um, he's pretty cool. So I wish I had that copy. Unfortunately, I don't. But it's basically the same game. So we're gonna take a look at the uh, both of the versions, and we'll start like always with the Super Nintendo version. Alright guys, this is it. Mortal Kombat 3 on the SNES. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I am absolutely terrible at Mortal Kombat. So I'm gonna put it on easy, because I really do suck. There's quite a few characters to choose from. Is there seriously no Scorpion in this game? And that's Sub-Zero? How could they get rid of Scorpion? He was the best. Again, I suck. I'm doing novice. Scorpion was my favorite for sure, as I think he is many people's favorite. Wow. Alright, well the graphics don't look great. The controls aren't bad. They are pretty much standard. I believe Nightwolf is... Oh, jeez. Oh, that's nice. There's like 2 stages in one. Oh, I don't even know how I did that. Wow. See, even on easy, I get my ass kicked. But I didn't lose because of bad controls or anything, and to be honest with you, the game actually plays pretty smooth. It's of course hard as hell, but then again, it is Mortal Kombat. Ah, you bitch. That's my favorite move. Ah, you skank. Oh, nice. The graphics aren't bad, I guess. The face, there's not much detail in the foreground. The characters look, just okay, I guess. But for the time, I'm sure this was good. Pretty good. Man. Ah, jeez. I wish he would have done a fatality on me. Alright, so, overall, it's a lot like the other Mortal Kombats, I guess. But with one big problem. No Scorpion. Are you kidding me? And then this guy and this guy look just like a Predator or something. I guess I'll pick one of them. This is Cyrax, is this guy's name. Music's pretty good too. Oh, a different stage, alright. Oh, it's got that same building in the background. I guess the unlockable character in this game, there's one that's, is this yellow guy, but he's, looks the same character model, he's just gray, I guess. His name's Smoke, I think. Oh, come on. Oh, 2 stages in one again. Wow, the stages in this game are really cool. Alright, after this fight, we'll end the Super Nintendo version and go on to the Sega version. Man, I am just not good at this game. Like, I never have been. As a kid, I used to set it on 2-player and not have a second player so I could just beat the guy and win. Oh, nice. Was that a fatality? Yeah, that wasn't very bloody or anything. Isn't there any blood? I didn't notice any blood in that. Huh. Oh, well, guys, that's the Super Nintendo version. Overall, it's pretty much what you would have expected. Nothing really to wow you. One big game flaw is that there's no Scorpion, and I really can't believe that. There are new characters, but no Scorpion, and the Sub-Zero doesn't look very cool at all. And the stages are really cool, though. And the music's good, too. So let's take a look at the Sega version. Alright, guys, this is the Sega version, rather, of Mortal Kombat 3. Right, well, the title screens are basically identical, except that the Super Nintendo version looks better. Again, I gotta turn it on easy because I suck. The menu on the Super Nintendo version was a little more... Oh, there's a blood on and off, so it was a bit more thorough. And if you don't hear any sound, it's not that I don't have the TV turned up. It's just that I'm playing this right now through my 32X, and the cord that came with my 32X, the audio-visual cord, it doesn't work very well, so I'm gonna have to get a new one. So basically, it's the same characters, but the graphics are worse. The graphics were not spectacular in any means on the Super Nintendo, but they are significantly worse almost in this one. And also, if you're playing this game, make sure you use this controller, the 6 button. Wow. The graphics are not very good in this game. What the hell? What in the world? The hell? The controls are terrible. Really bad, and the game's really slow, kind of, too. I assume you could use the 6-button controller, but you can't. At least it's not working. Wow, even that screen's worse than the Super Nintendo version. And why is this guy orange? But then he's yellow here, but his picture's orange. Huh. This guy's still red. Oh, I guess we'll try this guy again. But yeah, these graphics, wow, I'm shocked. The Sega Genesis is capable of more than this. One thing I want to do is, there is the Sega 32X has Mortal Kombat 2. I wouldn't mind doing a comparison vid of that and Mortal Kombat 2 on the Super Nintendo. Oh, I can't even do my favorite move, the uppercut. Are you serious? What was that? I don't even know how I did that. Man. The Super Nintendo version, I could do the uppercut. I can't do it here. I don't know if I'm... What the hell? Oh, I just got an email. Sorry. Just got 2 emails, it sounds like. Alright, yeah, wow, this is just not... Wow. I'm sort of shocked almost at how you cannot use... Am I doing something wrong? I've hit the mode button on here, too. Let's try this one more time. We'll be Shiva. She's a bitch. I'm just kidding. She's Goro's wife, I think. Goro's a lot cooler than she is. Alright, yeah, but the graphics... Oh, wow, the details in that background are just not good. And believe it or not,
but the B button is block. That should be an action button, so I don't have to go from A to C every time I want. Wow, this is ridiculous. This is embarrassing almost. I can't believe you can't. I'm still sort of in awe that you can't use the 6-button controls. Unless there's some sort of setting, which after I lose this fight, I guess I can check. Oh, God, son of a bitch. This lady sucks. Oh, she has green blood, too. That's refreshing. Damn. Let's let this timer run out. Yeah, I'm going to go in the options menu, see if there's an option for using a 3-button. Yeah, we know, game over. Alright, let's go. The color scheme is just not good. Joystick, what's this? What I... Bullshit! I could not do any of this with the... This works, doesn't it? I believe my controller... I've never had any problems with it before. Wow. Alright, guys. Well, that's the Sega Genesis version of this game. Stay tuned for my final thoughts.
Hey guys, so you've seen both gameplay videos, and I think overall it's a pretty clear winner. In fact, it's really obvious. You know, at least last week when we did Doom, it was sort of, you know, one had better aspects, but there's really nothing in the Sega version that's better than the Super Nintendo version. Um, the graphics are worse, the controls are worse. I didn't have any sound because I was going through my Sega 32X and there's a problem with the cord. But I can imagine that the sound in the Genesis was probably worse, because that's generally the case with those two systems. So I have really no choice but to award Nintendo the win this week. In fact, they really blew it out of the water. I won't say that the Super Nintendo version was fantastic by any means, but it was good. The Genesis version was just kind of mediocre. In fact, it was kind of downright bad, actually. I didn't like it at all. The graphics were atrocious, and the controls were not responding, and the game was just felt a little more slow and less arcade style. So, wow, that I guess that was an easy choice this week. So again, this has been Cobra, and leave comments and messages, subscribe, everything. Let me know if you guys want me to do any games. I already have Street Fighter. I'm doing that game in the works. And then I have some other ones down the road. I don't want to spoil anything, but this has been Cobra, and thanks for watching, guys. Hey guys, it's Cobra, and it's Thursday again, which means I'm gonna have another episode of Sega versus Nintendo. And this week we're gonna take a look at a highly version, censored the blood, and the Sega version kept it. So the Sega version did much better than the Nintendo version, and people really liked it, because it was not a pure arcade port, but it was way closer than the Nintendo one. I believe in Mortal Kombat 2, don't quote me on this, but I believe in Mortal Kombat 2, Nintendo restored, if not all blood, they at least put in partial blood. And then finally, with the release of Mortal Kombat 3, you get...
Let's rock.
The front covers are basically the same. This one is a little loose on top, but that's not the game's fault. It's just been beat up. So Mortal Kombat 3 is, of course, the third in the series. The first one and the second one are also on these consoles. The first one for Sega was really sort of a really good game for them because the Nintendo version, controversial series, one of the most controversial series ever created. Um, it's highly regarded for its violence, blood, and its controversy and everything like that. So today we're not looking at the original, but we're gonna take a look at Mortal Kombat 3. Normally when I do these, I'll take a look at the packages. You know, their boxing. But unfortunately, for the Super Nintendo, I just have a loose cartridge. And